So this is the logic chip layout I've come up with that would do what I want to do. Basically, the advanced furnace is going to have 4 tanks, and connected to each tank is going to be a digital valve which will enable its connection to the furnace, and a pump which will enable the inlet manifold to be evacuated back to the furnace. That is represented by these sets of 4 lights. I got the lights here representing the digital valves, and these LEDs reflecting or representing the volume pumps that would pump it back. So it does work. However, there are some limitations with it, and quite apart from the fact that it takes a fair amount of real estate, and this is just dealing with the tank selection. There's still other stuff that needs to go in there, although nowhere near as major as this. But I'll give you a quick demo of what it does. There's probably an easy way of doing this with chips, but I'm not certain what it is. Okay, so ignore these down here, they're not needed. So we have the dial, and you have 5 potential values. 0 is everything off, so none of the lights are lit up. I did the different colours because the white was a little glaring. So just to confirm, they are all off. So you have that selecting which tank, and you have a mode switch depending that will determine whether the digital valve is on or the pump. So, and these are all the chips that are required. So if you select, say, tank number 1, you'll notice that the LED did flash on for a moment, and this is why I think it may not be may be a problem. So right now the digital valve would be open. You would do whatever furnacing stuff you wanted to do. Then when you wanted to evacuate it, you'd export the contents of the furnace to the manifold, throw this switch, that would close the digital valve, and you can't actually tell, but the light is on. That would enable the pump. And then when you select a different tank, you'll notice there's a bit of flashing going on, and this is what gives me cause for concern. Oh, okay, that worked out okay. But there is a significant delay between one closing and the other one opening. So I set it to 3. You see there was a little bit of funkiness going on there. I don't think it's enough to cause a major problem, but it does give me pause for concern. I think there's cause for concern that it would end up with the tanks being polluted. Even though they're going to have the same mixture of gas, it's going to be different temperatures. So the way I've got it working, we'll just look at tank number 2 as an example. It's reading the dial and seeing if it's equal to 2. Each one of these has its own value stored, and I also have a 0 as well, which I need. So if the dial is set to 2, let's set it to 2. This one will return a true. Then I'm using an AND to see whether whether this is returning a true and whether the switch is returning a true. Switch mode, that's what I've called it. We're then comparing, and you'll have to forgive me, my naming convention was pretty sparse. So this is called LG2, logic gate number 2. Number 2 being for the second tank. So this will look at that and see whether it is equal to memory 0, which is that one there. So and then in which case this will return a 0. The logic writer is taking the value of this, outputting it to the light and turning it on. Then where it gets really funky is you need another logic gate that is looking at logic compare unit number 2, which is this one here. This is, looking at this one here and seeing if it is not a NOR operation, comparing it to logic compare 2-2, which is this one. And if this returns a true, then this logic writer will turn on the second LED. I said it does work, but given the way that chips work in the game, there is a certain amount of lag involved. And for extended use, I don't know that this is a viable solution. I know I said I was going to do the furnace with chips and then convert it to IC code, but I honestly don't think this is viable. It should work, but given that there is some lag when you are switching between tanks, and certain things will turn on when you really don't want them to, it does make me believe that I would not want to do this in a production environment. So I'm going to draw a line under the chip version of it and just go straight to the IC code. If anyone is interested in this, I can provide, well, I don't know what I could provide actually, but let me know, and whatever questions you have in the comments, and I will do what I can to explain, expand on, and maybe even upload this save. This is a creative world on Mars. Yeah, there's like very little in here, just stuff I've been playing around with. It's indoors, so I don't have to worry about storms. Anyway, that's it for this. It's just a quickie. I will get back to the Europa furnace build very soon. I have some issues I need to take care of away from the game, but I will return soon. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I'll catch you soon. 54 Bear out.